Hello guys, this could be the end of Hamas or it can be the last war between Israel and Palestine, and very shocking videos are coming out where infrastructure is going down, people are dying in both sides, casualties are there, even injured soldiers also, and death also, and the exact count you will not even get, but back to back in social media complete bombing videos are coming, and this is going to be again escalating, and this is not like your Russia-Ukraine war which is of few years of history. This is like hundreds of years of problem. The religion comes into picture, whether it is Islam or Christianity or Judaism. Okay, here Christianity is not directly involved, but the source of all these religions is one. So entire thing, starting from the Abrahamic story of the Christianity and the origin, and from there till today live now what is happening, everything will teach you. The latest video which is coming out from the minister, the defense ministry, he has told like we are going to do a complete siege on Gaza. No electricity, no food, no water, and no gas, because even now the borders of the Palestinian areas which they have occupied and all, it's completely under the control of Israel only. So if they stop all these things, they will not get any supplies. Okay, even though Iran is the one who is funding Hamas and have planned this attack against Israel, which is like since many weeks the planning was going on, and finally this Saturday, October 7, 5,000 rockets were fired by Hamas into Israel, and Israel could not tolerate this because this was something very huge. Okay, even though many times like in our India-Pakistan also LOC crossing and small incidents happen, this is kind of a very major thing. So they have immediately declared it as a major war, and they are going to occupy the complete thing. And before this, at least 5 to 7 major wars have happened between Israel and Palestine. The complete story, each and every war with its timeline model, I will teach you, and this will be the biggest video on this on the internet. I can guarantee you that. If you show me some other channel, some other UPSC channel teaching you this much content about this issue, I will take down this video. That much quality is there in this, and that much confidence I have in what I'm going to cover for you. Okay, so today this video came out, but you should know what is India's stand. Okay, Indian government immediately, the Prime Minister's page has tweeted that we are deeply shocked with the terrorist attacks. They have told a terrorist attack only because Hamas group is a terrorist declared group by the Western countries, and even India considers Hamas as a terrorist group. You might be confused what is Hamas, what is Hezbollah, what is Palestine Liberation Organization, and the National Authority of Palestine. There are many bodies which you will just hear in news, but you don't know exactly what is this. So everything with the timeline year by year from 2000 BC till today 2023 AD, I will take you through slides and pictures that everything will be clear after this video. Okay, so India has taken that stand, that is the country India, and the alliance India, okay, which is Indi Alliance, they have recently today, again this is a live update, they have told in a Congress committee that we stand with Palestine and the people of Palestine, go back Israel, and that kind of things is their stance. So this obviously happened, ruling party and opposition party will take two different stands. You can choose which side to stay, and after knowing the story you can decide that. Okay, so now tortures have happened, both sides tortures have happened, people, the army versus the civilians in every place. Okay, because it's holy significance also, the temple and the religious places significance is there. People have their issues, and it's historically there. Historically, like what does Palestine want, or when did this Palestine word come into picture, when did Israel come? So everything in detail we have done in multiple videos, but today as a summary I will tell you so that you understand why people are protesting on the street in both sides. Okay, in Palestine side and in Israel side, people are protesting, people are refugees, people are asylum seekers. They are thrown out of the country, then they again come back, then some right-wing government comes, left-wing government, depends on the government that what is the stance going to happen. Okay, so as of today, the map, the real map, if you want to see where is the people standing, like the Gaza Strip is the rightmost, that is the place from which the missiles were fired into Israeli land, and then the gunmen points you can see. So those are all the Gaza people or the Palestine side people, okay, which is funded by Iran as of now, and they are actually a Sunni group, Sunni militant group, but Iran is a Shia group still, because Israel is a common enemy. They are come together and they are doing this, and they not only came through like land, they came in like through water, through boats, and they came in through like paragliding, and many ways they have entered this land. That means not like a one day sudden attack. It has been for months the planning is going on, and the September, October is like very auspicious months for Jewish people also, and their one festival is also there. And regarding all this, the timing, they have very perfectly done it, and they like Israel was like in shock. Okay, Israel has an Iron Dome kind of radar like facility which usually will neutralize any missile which comes to the country, and in the air itself it will get destroyed. But here 5,000 missiles that purposely they have done it so that even the radar was not efficient. It could not catch it, and many civilians died. And that is the retaliation you are seeing, and like why it started. The entire history we'll try to understand so that you get a better picture. But for UPSC aspirants, how much important it is. This map, again, please note down every city name or every point you are seeing, because UPSC has asked in the past. Okay, and questions also I can show you. 2015, 17, 18, 19, Israel questions have come in both prelims and mains. So one is a map question, like which is opening to the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, so that again in the coming slides you will see maps and you will be able to answer. Our answer is already given here for students who need it. So this kind of map based question can come whenever war is happening. They will not ask like which gun they used or how many bombs they put. That is not concerned for the examiner. They will ask you the location based thing. Okay, and then 2018, a very simple straightforward question. The term two-state solution sometimes in the news in the context of the affairs of which country. Okay, so again two-state is Israel-Palestine. So that also, when did this first time the two-state solution, the word come in context, that also you will come to know at the end of this lecture. Okay, and mains question you see, India's relation with Israel. They have asked in GS2, you know, there is this international relation topic. Every year they ask two countries, India versus Israel, India versus China, India versus Bangladesh. They'll ask you. So 2018 they asked India-Israel relationship. 2019, you know, Trump started exiting from different world bodies, okay, whether it's WHO funding or UNESCO, because he was with Israel and he recognized Israel in context of Palestine and told that wherever you don't respect Israel, we will not stay there. And USA is one of the biggest fund providers of all these UN bodies. So when Trump takes a decision like that, it will affect the world bodies also and affect the other countries also. So that time UPSC asked a question, too little cash, too much politics, leaves UNESCO fighting for life. Okay, discuss the statement in the light of US withdrawal and its accusation of the cultural body as being anti-Israel bias. So see the way of questions. Here India is there not there in picture. Still they asked you. So this level of knowledge, if you have to know, you have to show interest in world politics, in geopolitics, in international relation. When Russia-Ukraine is fighting, don't think it is their problem. It is your problem also, because you are giving the toughest exam in the country where they'll ask you every single thing which the world leaders will be commenting on. And we have done a detailed video 2 years back in my channel. It is there. I've already shared it today also in my WhatsApp status and channel and groups, Instagram, everywhere we shared. Here already we have done this in very detailed fashion with hundreds of pictures, and that much detailing I will not do in this video, but entire thing which is there will be summarized here as well. So after this video, you can go ahead and watch this also. In the description, I'll put the link. So you get more details about the historical religious angle also, the Abrahamic and the Moses, a lot of stories there. Okay, so that religious angle I will not cover here because I am taking fully in perspective of the modern context with a few points about ancient also. So here our student that time had watched it, and she again today morning came and messaged me like, that time also you explained the best way. Today also I hope you will make the latest update. So she has messaged it, and I found it I found it happy that students are still following us, who cleared also. She has cleared various other exams also. UPSC is still trying. So these people who understands Vaishya's video, for them I will be launching more interesting things. Okay, so some will be free classes, some will be paid classes. So if you want a world history session by me, if you want a history optional session by me, which can be like a 30-hour class or 60-hour class, meaning 25 lectures or like that, if you want to design, I can design, and then we can put it out as a separate paid package for those interested students who like my style of teaching. Because when I teach, you will see today, you will see that many pictures that once you study this, you can go and explain to even any kid or anyone. You can explain what is Israel-Palestine issue, okay, from the historical timeline. So if you want, comment below, okay, between I'll keep reminding this, just put in comment section, we want your lectures. I will take care of it and I will start it. Today's editorial video is being done this fashion because today's articles, if you see, none of them is important for UPSC. Okay, if I have to mark here, this is the first article, which is about news channels. We don't need it. This is Bihar caste census. We don't need it. This is broad gauge railway and all. We don't need it. This is Karnataka local news. None of this will be asked in your UPSC exam. And here there is Israel-Palestine. Here there is Israel-Palestine. Here it is RBI monetary policy. Nothing major happened. Every 1 month or 2 months they will be bringing out like whether we should increase our rates and interest rates and all. So that just update came. It's nothing to do with your exam point of view. So that, if you see, today's paper is Israel-Palestine. That is why I decided to make a very detailed video for you, which will start from right from the ancient days of this starting of religion. Okay, so ancient history. Okay, Israel, the Bible, okay, the Hebrew Bible. From there you will have this character, the Abraham. Okay, in teaching, one more point I will tell you. We don't intend to hurt anybody's sentiments, or we literally do not think of that when we design lectures. Okay, whatever is there in the internet, everything will be put here and will be taught. So your religion, whatever it is, we are not pointing anything or we are not questioning anything. But religion, you know, it was started for some purpose and now people are using it in a different purpose. Okay, religion is purely business now in today's modern context. So today, in the history, when you see the biblical figure Abraham, from there only the Judaism and the Islam has gone, with two sons of Abraham which is there, the Isaac and Ishmael. It depends on which religion you are, you will read it as Ishmael or Ismail or Isaac or Ishak. That depends on which religion you are. Like that people have taken it, and then the religion started. Okay, and over the years these people, the descendants of Abraham, they have been enslaved by the Egyptians, who were a very big civilization that time, because others are just evolving. Okay, the Egyptians are the one who are the like an established kingdom, so they have been enslaving people in the nearby. In the map you can see next to Egypt only this area is there, which at that time was called Canaan. Okay, Canaan. Canaan is the modern day Israel area, you can tell. So these people were enslaved, and later slowly they started finding this land as a settleable place, and they started settling. Okay, this is the first thing, and this one slide alone, in 4 slides I have explained in my other video which I made 2 years back. That's why I'm telling that is very detailed. Here I am telling you the story summary only in the form of bullet points. So this picture also, if you see, right till Jesus Christ, before Jesus Christ, there is a lot of story going on, lot of people going on. Adam, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, which I told, then Jacob and Israel, then Judah, David, Solomon. This David, Solomon, and I'll tell you some more details about the kings and all which ruled in this areas. So like this, many people maybe starting from Jesus Christ, they know the story, but before that there's a huge line of people involved. There's a huge evolution involved in any religion which is formed. Okay, Judaism, Christianity and Islam, all three has actually the same source, but the way the teachings went, or where the leaders they have chosen for their religion, that changed, and that is how the religion have changed. But unfortunately they are still fighting. People are still fighting. Armenia, Azerbaijan, if you see, that was again Christians and Islam. Here it is Judaism and Islam. So this across the world, everybody will keep on fighting. Okay, like India, Pakistan, you can take Hindus and Muslims is there. But again, there is a other context also. It's not only Hindu, Muslim. Britishers were involved, and it's a different divide and rule game. So everywhere, wherever religion is there, people are going to fight. Okay, so now going forward, I'm not telling, as I told, 2000 to 1000 BC, I'm not teaching you, because it's full, the godmen, religion, the leaders, whatever it is. Okay, we don't want to question any religion, we don't want to discuss that now. Okay, that you can watch my other video. 1000 BC, King David ruled this region, which you can see in the map, that full present day Israel and Jordan and that area completely. It used to be a complete one kingdom, which was by King David. And then 957 BC, his son Solomon will come and will build a temple, which is a Solomon temple, or called the first temple. Why it's first temple? Because later it will be broken. Then again a temple is formed, second temple, like the third temple. It will come in this thing. These are all with pictures in my other classes there. So now 931 BC, this region, full region, was divided into 2 parts. One is the kingdom of Israel and one is the kingdom of Judah. Okay, so over the timeline you will see many new people, new characters coming in. Okay, it can be a new king, it can be son of someone, it can be any other totally different kingdom coming in, totally different religion coming in. So like this, things are going on in the early 1000 to 900 BC, you can tell. 720 BC, Assyrians. Okay, you can see in the map, the Syria region and beyond. Okay, Babylonia, Syria, that people, those kingdom came and invaded here. So one thing you have to understand is, historically this place has been debatable. Whoever it is Israelis there living there or Palestinians living there, historically whoever were living there were tortured, and they were asked to leave the country multiple times. Okay, that is what is now going in the reverse fashion also. So here, this Assyrian people, they invaded Israel, and then 600 BC, Jerusalem was conquered by the Babylonians, and then they took control of Judah, that is the south kingdom, which was the 2 split south kingdom. And then the Jewish people who were living there, they were expelled. This was one of the first time they were asked to leave their place. So they were expelled and they went to Babylon, which you again can see in the map, Babylonia, Babylon, rightmost side. There you are going and settling. Okay, meaning they are asked to flee. 538 BC, the new empire come, the Persian Empire, the Iranian Empire, or the Achaemenid Empire. They will come and again reconquer this place which Babylonians already conquered. But that time they are, the king is Cyrus. That Cyrus is actually in support of the Jewish people. So they asked the Jewish people, you come back. Okay, from Babylon you come back to Judah. In between also many small wars are there. In my other video it's there. And then they will now rebuild that Solomon temple, which was destroyed in that when Babylonian attacked. First temple was gone. So now they will build a second temple. Okay, there are no remains or findings of this. Only writings are there. Okay, so like that, empire after empire is coming. Persian Empire became so big that it is like this before the time of Alexander, before the time of Roman Empire. It's all before that. Okay, which you usually know maybe from there only. This is before that. So here, the Parthia, the Bactria, Gandhara, you can see the Indian side also. In the Indian context, when you study 500 BC and all, Buddha's timeline and all these things, you will learn all these points, Gandhara and things and all. So like this, the Babylonian Empire is there, the Achaemenid Empire is there, Assyrian Empire is there, and everyone is targeting where? This one place, because it has access to the sea, the Mediterranean Sea. And so like that, the kingdom after kingdom is getting established. The same people only tried to come to India also. Okay, Alexander came till Indian thing, and then he died by that time. So that is why that ended. Alexander also would have entered India. So like that, Egypt is the most powerful in this side, and the other side it's full, these 3-4 empires. Now Alexander's time will come. So Alexander, when it comes, it came around 300 BC. Okay, so that time his empire is again like same, the Persian Empire. It became very, very huge, right from India's border, you can tell, till this side up to Egypt or the Turkey or the Israel. This complete thing, this person was able to capture. Except India, he could capture everything. So again, this Israel people are like, as I'm telling, the leader who is controlling that place is changing year after year, century after century. Different people are torturing the Israeli people who are living there, who have been asked to flee at multiple points of time. Okay, then 70 AD it is. Okay, the new timeline. That time the Romans came. Okay, Romans came and destroyed that second temple also. And so the one Jewish war gets over, and with that war they got lot of gold and materials and everything from this Israel. I mean, it was looted, like same like India was looted. This area was looted and plundered. With that only they made their wonder building, that Roman Colosseum, which is now broken, but the original picture you can see, it used to be like a very big gallery, a stadium kind of thing. In movies you would have seen. So this kind of thing was done, same like British London is built with Indian wealth. The Roman this building was built by the Israeli people's wealth. Okay, so this is the 70 AD. Then another person came, which is again a very harsh person, Emperor Hadrian of Roman Empire. He again came and he wanted to not only loot them, he wanted to eliminate the complete Jewish presence, same like Hitler will do later, which we'll reach there in the timeline. Okay, so like that, this person in 137 AD, he wanted to eliminate the complete Jewish people from the face of the earth, and then he even renamed that place to Syria Palestina. Okay, so that is when the first time another name will come. Okay. And then again, if you go further till 1500s, like this multiple, as I told, I am very quickly going to timeline. If you want every detail of every year, watch my other video. Till 1500s, Israel was conquered and ruled by many groups: Persians, Romans, Greeks, Arabs, Fatimids, Turks, Crusaders, Egyptians, Mamluks, and finally the Ottomans. And this Ottoman Empire, you know, again was the last, you can tell, before the modern day, the last biggest empire, which till 1917 it was there. 1917, Ottoman Empire ruled this entire area, which earlier Romans ruled, before that Greeks ruled, before that Persians ruled, before that Babylonians ruled. Like this, centuries of plunder has been happening, king after king, and ruler after ruler. And then the population, when by this time Ottoman Empire ended, Islamic religion also has boomed like anything, you know, and that is the, you can tell, the last religion. After that, I don't think a new religion has come in our planet. Okay, because humans only make religions, so that is, I think, last religion. So Islam has its peak in this area, you know. Now it's the Arab world also, all the big countries, Saudi Arabia, Egypt or Morocco, all the North African and those Middle East countries are all Arab countries. Okay, so now this is the time when they peaked actually. 87% Muslims, 10% Christians, and who used to be majority once upon a time, they are now 3% Jewish there. Okay, this is the timeline which people usually don't know. People start counting from 1947 and beyond. So this is the historical things which happened, and now we'll slowly switch into modern days. When did this thing happen? As I told, people ran away. The Jewish people, they had to run away. Only 3% is left. So where are they? They have scattered like themselves across the globe. In Europe, in many countries, they are, including Germany, which Hitler will throw them out later. And everywhere they went, they were persecuted or thrown out. Okay, they were put in very unhygienic refugee camps and like an asylum seeker who have no rights. Only world in the country in the world which accepted Jewish people are Indians. Okay. Even now in Kerala, in Cochin, there is a Jewish colony where they are living happily, peacefully. There is in Gujarat, there is in Maharashtra, I mean the entire western coast, because they obviously, when they run towards India, the coast is western coast, which will be easy to approach. So only country which has not persecuted Jewish people is India. Okay, so that is something you can be proud about, that some people are suffering somewhere, and we are the only country when everybody turned against them. Okay, so now modern days, 1900s. Obviously they will not forget it, right? People will not forget that we had a home, we had a land, and everybody, like Arab countries want Arab, like Hindu people maybe want Hindu country, everybody want their own country. Okay, in world I think only Nepal is a Hindu country, then there are Buddhist countries, like many people will want their countries or their own state. Okay, so these people also, this the person who triggered it, the photo you can see, Theodore Herzl, He was a Austria-Hungary origin person. He propagated an idea: make a Jewish homeland in Palestine, which is actually your motherland. This is where you were living, and you were all thrown out by different kings over different times. Okay, it's not like only Islam did it. Before that, whichever religion or whichever people are there, whichever kingdoms are there, everybody has made them flee away. Okay, so these people have been now thinking of going back our own homeland, and that process, they call it Zionism. Okay, Zionist activities are there, anti-Zionist people are there. Even within Jewish people, they are there who are anti-Zionist and all at time, because they feel that is too much aggressive and too much this thing and all. We are happy wherever we are. We don't want the land. That kind of people are also there. So that you can Google, you will see pictures. So people take different stands, and Zionism started in the 1900s, and then massive influx of refugees and Jewish people from Europe and from other countries started. Many people started coming back to their motherland, which they wanted to claim. Okay, it's 83% Muslims only there, but these people now started coming back and then occupying land, and more governments, especially nationalistic governments like right-wingers and all came, because they will obviously fight for their nation. And this right-wing is that one. Right-wing means they will be like nationalist is number one. Okay, when Trump was there in USA, when now present day government India is there, for them, for above everything, the country is number one. Okay, you would have seen America's slogan that time, America first. Okay, anything is America first. You are closing the borders with Mexico, you are cutting off funding here and there, you are not wasting money on soldiers here, and we are pulling back the soldiers. Right-wing government means that is the stance. The other one, when Obama or the Biden now came, it is a different stance. Okay, they will be everywhere, they will be going and involving. Okay, so now here Zionism started, people started coming back to claim their homeland. And 1917, that time who is there or what is happening? World War is happening, World War I, 1914 to 1918. So 1917, the British government announced something called Balfour Declaration, which you can see that text, right, the black and white text that is written, that only. Balfour is the name of a person, the secretary or someone of the British side. So he told, we promise you, the Jewish people, a land in the Palestine. Okay, because by the time that area is not called Israel, it's called Palestine. Okay, Israel is a name again related to your old Abrahamic one person's name. Okay, Israel was there, from there only Israel name has come. That stories and all religious stories in my other video. So like this Balfour statement came that we will give you this. This was just a Britishers' usual drama, fake promise which they gave to India also. You come and support us in the war, send us your people, we will give you freedom. Okay, that same thing they did it for Israel also, and these people believed it. Okay, but meanwhile the Britishers were making the same promise to others also. To French also they told, we will let you control this land, some areas and all, you come and support us in the war. The Mecca ruler Sharif Hussein, to them he told like, this land is yours, you take it, we are not going to give it to Jewish people. So these people's divide and rule is there across the globe. These Britishers, good for nothing people, they have done this everywhere. Okay, so that is why everyone is even now fighting. Okay, some countries have realized it and they are working towards development. Like you see, Israel is like technologically very high, India is very high. Okay, but others like Pakistan is still fighting for Kashmir. So depends on what you do with your this thing. Do you want to continue fighting with these Britishers triggered, or do you want to change and then become even a better economy than them, which India has already crossed Britain? Okay, so like that, it's up to you. You want to keep fighting entire life, or you want to solve this at somehow, because many countries have tried to solve this Israel-Palestine issue. Okay, there was a deal also which Palestine rejected, which if they had accepted that time, these many wars would not have happened. That everything I will show you with timeline. So this is the Britishers' game, the Balfour Declaration in 1917, when the World War I was ending. And both sides, as I told, the way they have grown is different. Okay, Palestine, if you see technologically or any defense or anything, women won't have rights and many problems are there. But compared to that, Israel, it will like a more modern country. Okay, where more things are, even export is happening at high scale. The defense or the water conservation, the agriculture, the fruits and vegetables production, everything, they have become number one. So now their stance can be different, but they are still fighting for the same land, and it is not going to end, and which we will see why and how. So 1918, after the World War I, something called the mandatory Palestine concept came. Okay, that is British already told that they will be providing and all, and but they promised to multiple people. Obviously they cannot fulfill the promise. So now they told that until you people are ready to rule this, we will take care of this. Same like they go and tell everywhere, okay, you are not ready, so we will rule. So like that they told, we will make a mandatory Palestine, a state. You can see in the map where that full orange color is like Jewish settlement permitted. Meaning they are telling in paper only, actually it's not happening and all. And then different places like Golan Heights is given to French. Other is like again the Iraq British mandate, Transjordan mandate. Everything British will be involved somehow, and something shape they made, and that is called mandatory Palestine in 1918. Okay. Then 90s and 20s and 30, the Jewish population, obviously when you go and settle somewhere, you will again, your population will start increasing slowly. Wherever humans go, that's how it is. You come with a small number and later your population will increase. So Jewish people count started increasing. So obviously you will start claiming more land. And 1936, the Palestinian Arabs obviously will not like it because you came from outside and we have been living here for years. They don't know that Israelis were living even before that, but they claim we were living here, you came in small population, now you are taking our land, and so revolt started. The one of the first revolt in 1936, and then this was like suppressed by the Britishers with support of the Jewish militant groups, meaning Jewish also that time started making military or unofficial military kind of thing, or now you can tell like Hamas and all is there now. Jewish people also had their own groups. So like that, they started fighting. 1937, Britishers issued a paper telling that it's like too many people now no more intake of Jewish people from Europe and all, don't come here, we will not take more people here. Okay, but they then told a joint agreement, Jewish Arab land we will design in the next 10 years, that is by 1947 we will make a two-state solution. Okay, this is one of the first origins you can tell about a proper two-state solution. Okay, but meanwhile 1940s, who comes? Hitler comes. Hitler is a person who hated the Jewish people. So he started something, the Holocaust, which is a very sad incident also. Hundreds of thousands of, maybe lakhs of people were put in concentration camps. They were killed, they were burnt alive, they were smoked to death. Almost like this is the worst life you can ever get. Okay, like you will feel like better than it's like you should die. So this and all in many movies it's shown recently in one Hindi Bollywood movie also. Varun Dhawan, Janvi Kapoor, movie name I forgot, but that movie they are showing this historical past. It's a very good movie, you can go and watch. So this thing, where people died, it's all because of Hitler, and people will obviously, whatever limitation is there in the Israel area, Britishers, whatever they put, these people will obviously run out of here. Whoever can run, they will run out of here, and again illegally many people started reaching the Israel land. Okay, so more pictures you can see, this and all in my other video I've explained in detail, because Hitler used to be a person who had that commanding power. If he tells something, everybody will listen. Okay, he used to play that, it's not like religion or this caste and all, it's a race. Okay, R-A-C-E, race, or the color, or the that way he used to differentiate between him as a great Aryan race, kind of a very superior race, and these people of something lower race, and everybody has to die. Okay, it's not like they have to be thrown out, everybody has to die. That much tortures he has done, and Jewish people had to escape from that particular area. Okay, you can see a lot of pictures. They have burnt alive in many trains and this camps and all, and it is not possible to see the videos. If you have access to videos also, it's very painful to see. Okay, so like this I will tell you more details in case you want this kind of lectures for every country in the world, American, French, or whatever. Please tell me in comment section. Okay, now we are entering the modern phase. So 1945, Britishers handed over the problem to the newly established United Nations. Okay, that time it was League of Nations. Before after World War I, there was a League of Nations, which ideally failed because it was formed so that no more war happens. But one more war happened, World War II happened, so League of Nations gone, and that is when we made a United Nations. But that also is failed actually. That is not able to stop any of the wars. Just because World War III did not happen, that does not mean they are successful. Okay, every country is fighting with each other. Russia, Ukraine is fighting since 2 years. They could not solve. Armenia, Azerbaijan is fighting since decades. They cannot stop. Now this is like 100 years. They cannot stop. They are useless. Okay, United Nations and all. For a namesake, some countries are sitting there and they tell whatever. That is why S. Jaishankar recently told, gone are the times when 4-5 countries will sit and make rules and others will listen. We are not going to listen. Okay, that time is over. That time you had some resources, some power, you were looting us, you had army, everything, but now it's not like that. Some people decision, we will not listen. We also has to come in the decision making table. And why India is getting all the support? Because when India is going to the table, India is taking the others also. India is taking the African countries also. In BRICS they added Egypt and Ethiopia. In G20 they added the entire 54 countries of African Union. So that way entire world, South world, which is majority of the countries, is standing with India, and India soon you will see will be the permanent member of United Nations also as the P6th member after P5, or maybe they'll disband in the complete permanent concept itself. That you will see in the coming 5 to 10 years maximum, you will see that India will be in the this thing. Okay, so now 1947 the UN voted, okay, separate Palestine state, separate Jewish state, which they tried earlier also. As I told, 1937 they had promised. So 1947 they're telling, let's make it two-state solution. So the maps you can see, two types of maps. One is the green one where 1946 onwards, as I told, 80% Palestine population, and remaining white alone is the Israel people. And then it like slowly went away. The second picture, if you see the second one, let me just highlight it for you. The second picture is the actual UN plan of two-state solution. Okay, so this green color wherever you see, this is all for Palestine, okay, because their majority population is there. And this area, this is called the West Bank, this is called the Gaza Strip, the left one, and this top one is the Golan Height. So these three, green color is for them, but obviously Arabs rejected it. Arabs did not like that plan and told that we need this entire area. Jewish people, nobody should be there. That's why I'm telling, that time if some agreement this United Nations could have brought it, then all the wars could have been stopped. But they, both the people, Israel told we want the full land, the Palestine told they want the full land. But actually I think this plan Israel had agreed for, which you see that second picture, Israel had agreed for, but it was not supported by the Arab world, and that is why this war is going on. So now later multiple wars happened, which every war I will tell you, every war Israeli won. Okay, every war, even though 5-6 countries together came and attacked also, because Israel has that advancement in technology and defense which they gathered over those years from 1940s to 1970s and all, that much advancement that they could defeat anyone. Whoever comes in front of them, they are defeating, and I will show you. So now, before that, the Jewish map is like this, okay, ancient kingdom which I told you, then till today, that the present map which you have for Israel. Okay, this is the present map for Israel, and this is the older ancient Jewish kingdom before all the attacks which happened on them. So now 1948, Israel was declared as independent. You know, Britishers that time became weak after the World War II, and everybody started getting independent. India, China, everybody got independent. So Israel also was declared independent, and that person in picture, David Ben Gurion, was the first prime minister. Jerusalem is again a debatable place. Okay, Jerusalem is the most important city of this land. This is whole land, which is in kind of this side, you can tell. Okay, it will be around here in the map. 1 minute. It will be around here. Okay, in the map. So that area, there is an old town, there is an east, so they divided the two, West Jerusalem and East Jerusalem, and East is the one which is actually more holy. They have their all starting the origin of Abraham, that Christianity origin, Jesus was crucified, many things are there. So that again we'll see in the coming pictures, you will see. But understand that Jerusalem was also divided into two parts, the Western and Eastern, where Israel told West Jerusalem is our capital. The other people will tell the East one. So that time another country was there, Jordan. Now also it's there, but was powerful, and they claimed the power over East Jerusalem. Okay, and 1948 the war broke out. You can tell the first Arab-Israeli war in the modern day. It started where 5 states, you can see in the map, everyone around Israel, which is biggest countries, you obviously know Egypt. This is Egypt, this is Jordan, this is Syria, this is Lebanon, and this is in between this small Israel. Okay, and Syria also, Syria, Lebanon, everyone. So all of these people, 5 countries together, okay, 5 countries together attacked that Israel which is there in the center, and then shocking thing is Israel won the war. Okay, so after Israel won the war, it's not like the land will be same, more places will be occupied. So that if you see 1949, when United Nations told ceasefire and stop fighting, Israel had occupied more area than the initial UN plan. Initial UN plan where this much area was given to Palestinian people and this much was Israel. If they had accepted it, they would have got more land. After this war, Israel people have invaded almost all the land. Okay, so here the West Bank was given to Jordan. Okay, different people got different pieces. Israel won the war. Okay, West Bank got Jordan. Gaza Strip became a part of Egypt. Okay, because it's that side, and then they control more area than the original plan. East Jerusalem was again under the Jordan only. 7 lakh Palestinian fled the region and now they became refugees, same like Israeli people went through. Now these people, Palestinian people, they all became refugees, and they are going through the same thing. That's what history repeats, karma repeats, and I will tell whatever happened with Israeli, that same thing is happening with the Palestinians now. So now Palestinians called this war as the Nakba or the catastrophe, because they became stateless. They were very peacefully living there, and these people from somewhere came, okay, claiming the old land. So they now became stateless. So that is why they consider this first war as a very major event in their life, being like becoming bad. Okay, and this is again Jerusalem's present day. If you see how it is divided, the old city is in east and the west is here, and the population wise also you can see Palestinians are more in the old city or the eastern Jerusalem, which they want as a capital in future when Palestine is a declared proper country, which now also more than 100 countries recognize them. They want this as their capital. Okay, the East Jerusalem as their capital. Okay, so now going forward, after the 1949 ceasefire, 1956 something will start. Suez crisis. This and all, ideally I can make separate video, that much lengthy topics it is, but I am just telling you timeline. Abdel Nasser, okay, Egypt, he nationalized the Suez port. Okay, Suez is a canal, a small canal where you will remember this one ship getting stuck 2-3 years back, and then entire trade was stopped. Okay, this evergreen one ship was there. This here is a canal. Okay, there's a small canal which will come through the meaning through which the Mediterranean Sea people can, through ships and cargo and all, come. It's a very narrow thing. 1869 I think it was inaugurated, the same year when Mahatma Gandhi was born. So like that, and okay, so like that Suez crisis started because Egypt nationalized it. It's under Egypt control. Egypt nationalized it, and then many blockades came there, and that is why it is called the Suez crisis. So obviously Israel will not like it, and Israel went and attacked. The Sinai Peninsula. Sinai Peninsula is that small triangle kind of area which you see, this peninsula, same like India's base, you can tell, that V-shaped thing. That area is called Sinai Peninsula, which is Egyptians. Israel went and attacked it and won the war also. So again, already Israel has got a lot of areas under 1949 war, 48 war. 1956 they got Sinai Peninsula also, meaning everyone who is fighting with Israel is losing the war. Okay, so this is the one line of Suez crisis. And then 1964 something will happen. Obviously when you become refugees and this thing and all, militant groups and these things start coming. Okay, same like in Israel side also it's there, Palestine side also, the Palestine Liberation Organization, PLO. Later many names also you will hear, Yasser Arafat and also. This PLO was formed to fight for the liberation of Palestine or the independence of Palestine. And this you can see, this another war will happen after the 1948 war, another war which is called the 6-Day War. Okay, again Israel easily wins the war. Okay, the 6-Day War, Israel won control over where all? The Gaza Strip, the West Bank, the Golan Heights, the Sinai Peninsula, and captured that East Jerusalem also. That East Jerusalem, you know, it was with the Jordan people, it was with the Palestinian supporters or anything which is opposite to Israel. And that also got, meaning there is nothing which Israel did not win. Every area was won by Israel. You can see the before and after pictures, this green color, whichever is green, this entire thing was won by Israel in 1967. Okay, 6-Day War, very quickly they won the war also. So here, again it will go, timeline, 1973. Yom Kippur War. Okay, Yom Kippur War. Yom Kippur is a festival. It's a festival or the holy day of Judaism, you can tell. And that exact, which comes in around September, October. Now also it is October, you know. That is why they are attacking on purpose at this time only. So that time, this day, they are being attacked. And that war, okay, it is Syria and Egypt now. Syria and Egypt, from both Syria in the top, Egypt in the bottom, both will attack Israel. And then airstrikes were done. And again, you know, I think United Nations will involve and they will solve it. But these are certain pictures which is there in the Wikipedia, like the tank being moved across the Suez Canal, the Israeli Mirage fighter. As I told, Israel and all that time had done everything right to make their defense and technology strong. And then the Sinai Peninsula, the soldier is praying. And then one photo, okay, this photo, who it is, I will show you. It is Anwar Sadat. Okay, so Egyptian side person. So they are showing his portrait, his flag and all. And then they are also active. So both are in a full war mood, and the Yom Kippur War will happen. United Nations resolution will come and it will end, the war will end. And after that, that person, if you see, that Sadat and all got Nobel Peace Prize also. You have to, whenever a war is there will be a treaty. Okay, so many treaties you will study now. So Kampa Accord, 1978 Kampa Accord, political agreements. Again, who is the mediator always? It is USA. Okay, right from this Jimmy Carter of that time till today, Biden. They will be always a mediator to solve this issue, but they'll never solve the issue. Okay, so that time Camp David Accord. Camp David is again a place in USA. So there they signed this between the Egyptian President Anwar Sadat and the Israeli Prime Minister Menachem Begin. Okay, and these two people signed a peace treaty, and because of that reason, both of them the next year got the Nobel Peace Prize. Okay, 1979. In that context, you should know 2023's award was given this week, 2-3 days back only. It is again given to a person who was fighting for women's rights in Iran. Okay, I think she was in jail, and even now I think she is in jail, and still she got the Peace Prize. Okay, Peace Prize is given usually for such people only who fight against oppressions or who try to solve a war or that kind of people. So she, Narges Mohammadi, she is the Nobel Prize winner of 2023, which is your part of your current affairs. Okay, so now 1978 is over, Camp David Accord is over, but don't think problem is over. 1980, the Knesset, okay, Knesset is the parliament building of Israel, they declared Jerusalem completely is ours. Okay, no west, no east, it's our origin of our religion also. That place is our capital. And then Israeli side, there is this IDF, Israeli Defense Force. They are involved today also in the war. So IDF and Lebanon. Okay, in the map you will see another country is there just above Israel, which is left to Syria, a small country. They also jumps into the game. So they starts the war, and that is the first Lebanon war, 1982 to 1985, where Israeli Defense Forces understood that there are this PLO people. Okay, PLO which formed a few years back. The PLO people are there in Lebanon. We will wipe them out. Same like today, now they are trying to wipe it Hamas from Gaza. Hamas is yet to come. Okay, so like that, PLO is wiped out or ejected from the this area, Lebanon area, meaning Israel again won. Okay, so Syria increased its influence and occupied Lebanon also that time. Okay, so in that gap, Syria thought, okay, Lebanon is getting weak, let me occupy that place. Okay, so like this, everybody, whoever sees someone is weak, they will go and occupy. This is what happened in the 1980s, in the starting of 1980s. Then obviously Palestine will fight back. Okay, so when Palestine fights back, you can see here, first Palestinian Intifada, or in Arabic it's like shaking off, or meaning you becoming free. Whoever is on top of you, just push them away. So that is the first Palestinian Intifada, 1987, an uprising of Palestinians against the Israeli occupation of the Gaza Strip and the West Bank, which they won during the other wars, 1960 war, 1970 wars and all. Now they want to take it back. So this is the first thing. Same like in our Kashmir, stone pelting and all, you see like that. Palestinian people used to do this on the streets. Now again somebody will come. USA will come, let's solve it. Okay, Bill Gates and all, you know, not Bill Gates, this guy, Bill Clinton, these people will come and try to solve the issue. So 1988, India became one of the first country, actually that time Indian government recognized Palestinian state also, and Oslo Peace Accord 1 and 2, both were signed in 93 and 95. You can see the picture, Bill Clinton and this Yitzhak Rabin of Israel, and then the Yasser Arafat of the PLO. Okay, so these people came together, and then I don't know whether they got peace prize for this and all, but they again came together and they solved it. Okay, meaning, okay, we won't fight. So Israeli people withdrew their army also. Everything which they won in the war, they withdrew from the West Bank area. Okay, so this is what happened in 1997. Meaning, see the timeline. Every time they are fighting, whichever timeline you are giving your UPSC exam, you would have to study this topic. Okay, every year something is happening. So 2000. Second Palestinian Intifada, again they are coming on the streets, see the children and all, they are coming and then they are fighting. And this is like a very simple issue. Israeli politician Ariel Sharon visited the Al-Aqsa Mosque, which I showed you in yesterday's video. The main mosque which they have, Al-Aqsa Mosque, it is actually the third holy place for Islam. Okay, meaning after Mecca and Medina, the third most important Islam's place is Al-Aqsa. So there an Israeli politician just visited. These people did not like it, and it triggered violence. Okay, and after that, again ceasefire. 2005, 3-4 years it was violence only. Okay, the second Intifada, for 3-4 years it was there. 2005 ceasefire was there, and then Jewish settlement, they told we are withdrawing from Gaza also. Okay, meaning last time in the Oslo Accord, they told we are going from West Bank. Now they are going from Gaza Strip. Okay, so now first Lebanon war, you remember, and then Syria occupied. Now second Lebanon war, 2006, they are again coming. Okay, because by that time in Lebanon, a group came, which is called the Hezbollah. Okay, now we are trying to understand. Hezbollah is something, a militant group, which is there, a Shia militant group in the Lebanon. Hamas is a Sunni militant group, which will come, which is yet to come in the Gaza area, which is the Palestinian. So like this, every country have their own factions of militant groups, which can be Shia, which can be Sunni, which can be anything. It can be whichever religion you are. Okay, like Israel, have Israel's thing. Okay, Jewish militant groups are there. So like that, different names you will see. And here they fought again in the Golan Heights and northern Israel and all these these places, and you can see the pictures of the protest and the people. Okay, and based on that, lot of trolls also come in the Western media that PLO and Hamas, they both don't want to, like Hamas comes. Okay, by the time 2006 Hamas group starts, and these two people never want to have peace. They are enjoying this only, and they will make people fight with each other, and they are enjoying. Okay, so like that, trolls come in the Western media. Meanwhile, the people want the Western Bank and the Hamas to unite and have a united Palestine. Okay, you should know in the map that Gaza Strip, which was there near the Mediterranean, there the Hamas group came. Meanwhile, what is there in the West Bank? West Bank is some the proper government or the Palestine National Authority, which is by the Fatah. Fatah is the political group there. So Hamas actually 2006 they stood for election and they defeated this Fatah in the Gaza. That's how Hamas became popular since 2006. Then after that, 2008, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, every 2 years, you have seen the Hamas group firing rockets or doing some border crossing, and they are not happy. They're not happy with the Israeli people in power or claiming land, or their security forces are roaming around. They don't like it. So Hamas group is the most modern group which you can tell, which is causing the war, including today's war, which is happening live now. Okay, so this is the latest update. And after that, other countries' stance. Trump, I already told you, 2007 he told Jerusalem is the full capital of Israel. We also agree, and he even published it like in a book like this. He showed. Modi visited. He was the first prime minister to visit in 70 years into Israeli land. And India's is like little strange, you know, always India maintains relation with all the enemies. India goes to USA also, India goes to Russia, even though they both are fighting. India goes to Iran also, India goes to Saudi, even though both are fighting. India goes to Israel also, and India goes to Palestine also, which again Modi being the first prime minister to visit Palestine, the main Palestine land, the western West Bank. Okay, Nehru had gone while coming back from London in 1960. He stopped by once at the Gaza Strip area alone. Okay, so obviously there this thing will be with the Palestinian support people and all. That's what the Congress committee has taken the stance also now, that we stand with Palestinian people. So this is the Indian stance, and India has signed a lot of agreements with Palestine also, not like only with Israel we do trade and ties. 2017 at least US $40 billion, I think more than that, you have signed things that we'll build a super specialty hospital, we'll build a school, we'll build a new national printing press. This is what we have done for everyone. We have done for Sri Lanka, we have done for Afghanistan, we have done for other Central Asian countries, and like that for Palestine also we had promised huge type of projects. But again, the relations in IR, it goes up and down. So this is the modern latest happening. And 2003, you know what is happening. Hamas is ruling over Gaza, which by tomorrow I think it will end. Gaza borders are tightly controlled by Israel and Egypt. The borders, as I told, the fuel, this thing, everything is controlled by Israel and Egypt. West Bank is now occupied by Israel. The meaning occupied means people are living there, civilians are there, Palestinians, but the full force military is under the control of this thing. That is the same thing now they are trying to do in Gaza also. Gaza now they want to wipe out the complete Hamas and the complete rule. They want it back, same like they won in the 1960s and 70s. They want that full map to be Israel people now. That is what is happening live. Okay, so the Jerusalem is claimed as a capital by Israel. Palestine, as I told, want the East Jerusalem as their future capital whenever the full thing becomes Palestine state, and the old city of Jerusalem is inside that East Jerusalem. And this area, Jerusalem, is actually divided into 4 quarters: Muslim, Christian, Armenian and Jewish. Armenian is also kind of Christians, and so like that these quarters are there within that place. And Al-Aqsa Mosque and all, I already showed you pictures yesterday also. And so Israel need not maybe agreeing to Palestine, but 135 UN members including India in 1988 has recognized Palestine as a state, as a country. Okay, so this holy site, if you see different color coding for different religion or different sect is there, and this map which is there now may not be the map after 1 week. The way bombings are happening, I think the complete Gaza is going to be wiped out. In that borderline is going to go away, because Israel map is going to get extended fully, because as per the defense weightage, I will tell, Israel is on the winning side. Okay, Gaza is getting support from this guy is the Iran, and I don't know whether in the coming days Egypt, Jordan, Lebanon, all these people who historically hated Israel, maybe if they all come in, then maybe we have to wait and see whether again more countries are coming in Israel's side, because USA and India, everybody had already openly told we stand with Israel. So this can turn into like a World War III also, where more and more countries going in. So we'll hope that more civilians doesn't die and somehow this gets an end, but this is not going to end as per what is going on. These are the different points. Again, the Golden Gate, the Western Wall, the Burak Wall. These are not in UPSC or anywhere. If somebody asks, you should know it is in Israel-Palestine region. For that context only, I have simply put the picture alone. Okay, you can see the Moroccan Gate, the Al-Burak Mosque, the Burak Wall, Al-Qibli Mosque, the Throne of Suleiman, Dome of the Chain, Dome of the Rock, the Golden Gate. Many are there. Okay, so I just put some pictures for your exam's sake. So you have to tell me in comment section what do you feel, because as long as blind religious followers are there, it can be anything. It can be even Hinduism, which is not there in this context, in this war at least, but anywhere, even in India, if there are blind followers of any religion, many more wars will happen, many more people will die, many more infrastructure will get damaged, and then the people who are selling the arms, people who are selling the oil, they will get richer and richer and richer, and this is not going to end. Okay, our world unfortunately works like this only. In the name of something they will fight. So if you like my style of teaching and you want me to cover anything, it can be Vietnam war is there, North Vietnam, South Vietnam, there's Korea, North Korea, South Korea war is there, there is Russia's integration, USSR disintegration. There is Latin American countries wars, Bolivian war, which was asked in the UPSC mains recently. I can teach any subject in this fashion: pictures, previous year questions, the data timeline. Your choice. If you want, I'll do it for you. Tell me in comment section, and also be in my WhatsApp channel is there. This is the number. Come and contact me, and I will make sure that you study everything the most detailed way, which in this full country I can guarantee. In YouTube for free, nobody will be teaching like this. Okay, so tell me in comment section. I'll come up with more things, and you can go and see the more maps and these things and all. You can take your stance or however it is. So I'll wind up this video. Thank you and have a nice day.